Hi, I'm Monique with Confessions of a Landlord. Today we're going to go over the mindset that we all need to have when we do rental collections. I am in the office. I'm going to give you a quick little view of where it all happens. And we're going to talk with Cynthia. Next to me, I have Cynthia, who is our Director of Operations here. And as you are watching this, keep something in mind. In the last video, I talked about how I confessed how I was able to figure out what my strengths and weaknesses were. When Cynthia and I talked about how she does these calls, I asked her, how did you even learn this? And really, it was self-taught, but a lot of it is intuitive. It's really important in life to just do you. And I had to admit that collections was really not doing me. I didn't do it well. My confession today in this video, I would get so frustrated with people that I lost my temper and I would hang up on people. And Cynthia, you never do that. And I really appreciate that she doesn't do that. As you watch this, I want you to think about yourself and think, is this something that you could do yourself and maybe try it out? But if it isn't something, Cynthia does help other people. She does some coaching and she even does collections for other people too, because she is just really great at it.
So I've been in this business over 35 years and I've gone to many seminars, collect rent this way, talk to people this way. And I figured out that we need to do it the way that you feel comfortable in doing it. And I do it with my morals, and I do it with being humble and not prideful, because sometimes if you do it prideful, then it causes conflict.
I've heard people, I talk to lots of landlords and they're like, hey, just tell them this and that's that, that's the rule and that's that, and that's how it is done. Yeah. They're not doing it right.
Legally, this is what they owe me money. That's my house. Well, of course, all those things are true. But it's the way you handle yourself, the way you treat the resident or the tenant. And I always, I have three things that I do. I try to preserve their dignity.
She doesn't hang up on them.
I'll never hang up on them.
She never does. I'm
not saying that I don't want to.
Yeah,
but
she's hung up on before and said, "Oh, I so wanted to hang up on him," and I said, "Why didn't you?" That was terrible how they were talking to you, but she never does.
Well, I think that if you get to know your tenants, you know their personality before it comes time to do rent collection, and you can understand that sometimes they're in a situation that all of us could be in. And if we ever got in that situation, you'd want to be respected. You'd want someone to preserve your dignity and talk to you and listen to you. Mm-hmm. So my first thing is I call them on the phone and hear their story. And I do sympathize with them. And I'm always honest with them about the process. Jane, yeah. I know that you're telling me you're going to make 3 payments, but this is the process. And don't be surprised when you get these things in the mail.
We're being evicted.
And they respect me and I respect them for listening and understanding the process.
They've even thanked you.
Yeah, they call me now. They all call me because they trust me. And I think being honest with them builds the trust. Mm-hmm. And they'll call me now and tell me, oh, I'm going to be a couple days late. I'm so sorry. When your tenants are calling you apologizing for them being late, you've built a great rapport and a good relationship. And that's what we really try to do.
It's not your fault.
And they're not playing you.
No.
They can't, because you're so darn consistent.
Sometimes they do. And I follow up and, if they say one little story, DHS, I filed a SIR, and DHS says they're going to pay everything for me. Here's the letter they gave me. I just pick up the phone and call DHS and find out if it's true, just to keep us all honest.
Yeah.
The last one was not true. And
Oh.
she tried to bamboozle me, and I called her, and she admitted it.
Guilty.
That she just didn't want to get evicted. And I said, honesty's the best thing. Let's work together. Let's work together and, work through this process.
If you can. Sometimes you can't even.
Sometimes you can't. But I feel that, being honest, consistent, letting them know what the process is, and sending out your demands, filing with the attorney. It's very important to be consistent and do it on time every month. And the main thing is to keep in communication with the tenant.
Yeah.
And I'm keeping in communication at least once or twice a week. They know when I call,
Hello?
or they'll call me, and then I call them back. Hey, are we still on track? I will, just to be consistent and have the, and the tenants know that, we will do this and we'll do it on time.
You keep really good notes too.
Yes, I do. I keep a spreadsheet that is accessible to everybody in the company.
Yeah. She was sick for 2 weeks and I was scared to death. And then I saw the notes. I'm like, okay.
And that spreadsheet, I conformed it to this company.
Yeah.
So what I do, I like to sit down with the person that needs help, find out their culture, their, what their company's all about, and, create a process for them. My 3 top things that I do every month, that I remember when I'm doing collections is communication, consistency, and respect.
That's true.
Calling with being humble, not prideful. If you're prideful, then what they say can hurt your feelings, and it
Please don't be mean to me!
I'm not being mean to you, you're just too stupid to see it!
can cause conflict, but we don't want that.
No.
What you want is a person that trusts you, wants to live in your house, and doesn't take the money that they're supposed to pay you and go pay another landlord.
Right.
So that's why you need that communication.
Yeah. All right.
That's
Thank
it.
you. Please like and subscribe.